Escaping your mundane, everyday world and being brought into a different world is a fantasy that a lot of people dream of. Being able to escape the reality of life is the reason why Isekai Anime has become such a big hit in the anime scene. Welcome to DoubleDollars, and today we'll be counting down 10 Isekai Anime that you should check out.
もうやめにしないか。俺は戦うためにこの世界に来たわけじゃない。
体が光って。
人を傷つけるより癒すことにこそこの力を使いたい。
But before we get into the list, if you do like this type of content, you want to see more of this kind of stuff coming your way, then, you know, all that standard YouTube there, like, subscribe, notification bell, and yeah, let's get right in. Number 10, The Eighth Son? Are you kidding me? Shingo suddenly wakes up as a little boy named Wendelin. Although born into a noble family, they have little money, and since he's the eighth son, he's unlikely to inherit his father's fortune, and the eldest is gonna take it all, leaving the others to find money through other means. While going through his father's library, he finds an orb that glows a rainbow light. The orb is used to test one's magical ability, and proves that he's able to wield magic. Alfred, a wizard, notices and chooses to secretly mentor the kid about magic and how to use it. With his ability to use magic combined with his swordsmanship, Wendelin's name would be spread throughout the kingdom as a famous adventurer. Number 9. Combatants will be dispatched. Sentoin Rokugao receives orders to help the organization Kisaragi Corporation conquer the entire known universe. Tasked with infiltrating the Kingdom of Grace, he thinks that his skills as a combatant are superb, fueling his arrogant attitude. Accompanying him is Alice Kisaragi, an exceptional android with a youthful appearance named after the company itself. Upon their arrival at the outskirts of the kingdom, Alice and Rokugao encounter Snow, the commander of the country's royal guard. She leads the pair into a broken legendary artifact, and Rokugao seizes the opportunity for a long-awaited promotion at his company, and changes the recitation for a sacred ritual to an embarrassing phrase. As punishment, the princess of the kingdom forces Rokugao to become an honorary knight. Now in the kingdom's inner circle, Rokugao must assist in the fighting against the Demon Lord's army, all while perpetuating evil deeds as a combatant of the Kisaragi Corporation.
Oh well.
You're still mad at me for yanking down your panties, aren't you?
Look alive, Six! Here it comes!
Number 8. Grimgar of Ashes and Illusions.
あんたにはまず徹底的に私のスパイダーを受けてもらう。地平道を吐くまでね。
A group of people are suddenly thrown into a foreign land with nothing but faint memories and the knowledge of their name. They can feel only these three emotions resonating deep within their souls. With no other way to make money, they have to accept the only paying job in this game-like world, the role of a soldier in the reserve army. They need to eliminate anything that threatens the peace in their new world, Grimgar. Different people are better at fighting, so when all the stronger people team up together, those left behind have to band together to survive. And despite its resemblance to a game, the world is not so friendly, and provides no assistance to those who are left behind. There are no redos or respawns if you die, so we follow this ragtag group of unlikely fighters in a world where life and death are separated only by a fine line, as they go through their day-to-day life. Number 7. The Saint's magic power is omnipotent. Saga of Tanya has lived within a shroud of miasma ever since ancient times. From the miasma, monsters would emerge and bring havoc and chaos around the world. With the kingdom's knights incapable of holding the monsters at bay, the Grand Magus summons the legendary Saint, to obliterate the horrid creatures and restore peace. The saint is Sai Takanashi, who gets pulled into their world. After she was summoned, turns out that the magic Grand Magus inadvertently summoned two saints. Since they only need one holy maiden, the prince declares the other girl as the saint, leaving Sai to her own devices. Sai has a fateful encounter with the commander of the Third Order of Knights, but little does she know, her aptitude as a saint will continue to exert its influence over her new life.
ヒール。
これがなるほど。
Number 6. And the Land of Liadeo.
お母様、また来ますから。
A young girl named Kaina Kagami is rendered paralyzed and on constant life support. She uses this game from her hospital bed to interact with the rest of the world. When she unexpectedly dies after her life support shuts down during a power outage, she finds herself reborn into the game world of Liadeo. To her surprise, she also finds out that 200 years have passed in Liadeo since she last logged into the game, meaning that most of her prior knowledge of the game has changed. As Kaina begins exploring her familiar yet unknown world, she meets three children that she adopted in the game. She would eventually find out that her death ruined Liadeo's reputation, causing the game to shut down in real life. While the situation might seem unique, she isn't alone in her world-hopping experience, as several other players ended up trapped inside the game as well.
報告不要と判断。ログ消去。
Number 5. Parallel World Pharmacy.
俺は戦うためにこの世界に来たわけじゃない。
体が光って。
人を傷つけるより癒すことにこそこの力を使いたい。
In this one, we follow Kanji Yakutani, who lost his little sister to a tumor years ago due to ineffective treatment. To prevent situations like that ever again, he's dedicated his research to developing new medications for such conditions. But he would overwork himself and quietly pass away. But instead of being in heaven when he wakes up, Kanji finds himself in the body of a 10-year-old boy named Thalma, the son of an esteemed family of medical practitioners. Blessed with a deity's divine blessing, the mark allows him to create and reduce any substance with the knowledge of its chemical properties. In essence, he's given the ability to transmute objects as depicted in alchemy. Like our modern world, medicine is expensive and is an exclusive privilege for the nobility. With this in mind, he strives to create a world where one's financial situation is irrelevant when getting medical treatment. To do so, he must pass trials and tribulations from other nobles who try to get in his way.
水の槍。
Number 4. My Isekai Life.
体力が弱すぎたんだな。下級。
After working himself to death, literally due to his toxic work environment, Yuji Sano gets another chance at life when he transmigrates to a game-like fantasy world. In his new life, he wants to lie low and stay under the radar. Yuji eventually learns that he has the title of a monster tamer, the weakest rank of adventurer. With his newfound skills, he tames a number of slimes around him. Yuji eventually gets a second class thanks to the help of a sheer number of slimes he's tamed. That class is the Sage class. While alone is impressive within itself, when working together with his slime army, they create an unstoppable force. But his peaceful life may not last so long as unforeseen dangers threaten to destroy the world that he now calls home.
極滅の効果。
Number 3. Sonny Boy.
つけてはいけません。きれいに保ちましょう。
罰だ。なんだそれ。
A group of students find themselves in a void-like dimension. Some students would develop supernatural powers. With a stark difference between the students, a sense of detachment begins to divide the group. Despite the student council's attempts to create a sense of order, they are opposed by the students possessing special abilities, who fight back against their strict control. The conflict leads to many discoveries about the world that they're trapped in. such as the rules that this new world follows. Similar to how our world has laws like gravity, there are laws in this new world that they need to abide by in order to survive. While they deal with unique challenges and circumstances that each world presents, the students must unravel the mysterious phenomenon and find a way back home. Number 2. The Saga of Tanya the Evil. Tanya is a young soldier infamous for her ruthlessness and her uncanny tactical aptitude. Underneath her innocuous appearance is a Japanese man who challenged Being X, the self-proclaimed god of the world. To no surprise, God sends him in front of a train and brings him to a different world as Tanya. Still being out for revenge on Being X, Tanya decides to ascend the ranks of her country's military as it slowly plunges into a world war, with only Being X proving to be the strongest obstacle in recreating the peaceful life that she once knew. But her perceptive actions and combat initiatives have an unintended side effect and may be the cause that prevents her from achieving this slow life she wanted. Number 1. So I'm a spider. So what?
少女だった
Students follow their everyday routine of going to school and going about their peaceful life. That is until a catastrophe occurs, killing everyone in the school. The handful of students who were lucky enough to get transported to a different world for a second life as nobles, princes, and other kinds of lives with privilege. One girl is not so lucky, as she was reborn as a spider, and immediately gets caught in many sticky situations that would cost her her life. But she discovers this new world follows a similar system to an RPG. And determined to live out her spidery life, she tries to hunt prey and level up in hopes of a better life than the one that was given to her. But all she knows is the vast cave system she was born in, where monsters are extremely strong. Who knows what will happen if she were to escape the cave and use her power on the humans of the world?
違ってないでしょうか。私はちゃんと先生できていますか？
And that concludes the video for today. So, if you liked the list, then make sure to leave a like, as the button suggests that you liked it, you know. And subscribe to keep up with future videos, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.